Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about being a conscious manifester and what that means and living consciously and all that kind of stuff. We are all manifestors. You've been manifesting since the day you were born. And I have another video actually talking about like how to be a powerful manifestor. And what I say in that video is basically that you already are a powerful manifestor. You've already been doing this your entire life. You've been manifesting your entire life. Like, you know what to do. But now when you find out about like the law of assumption, you find out what this thing is, you find out and you realize why you're experiencing certain things in your life, why certain things are happening, why certain things don't happen, why it happened this way, etc., etc. It can then sometimes, when there's so much information, it can then sometimes become so hard that it's as if like something you've been doing your whole life and you wasn't aware of, now that you're like suddenly aware of it, it's now hard. It's like, let's say for example, you know, if you ever have like a cut and you don't know about it, so you just go about your life, whatever, but then as soon as you notice that cut, it starts to hurt. Like, it starts to feel like as if it's become hard. Same with, I feel like, the law of assumption. Once you now know about this and you are now aware that you consciously create your reality, I feel like it can then, for some people, then actually become hard to then consciously manifest things. And I know it seems like counterintuitive, but I've experienced that for myself. So I wanted to make a video on how to live consciously and how to manifest consciously. So the secret to becoming a conscious manifestor, to living consciously, all that kind of stuff, is to become aware. Now, when I say aware, I mean you have to become aware of your mind, the contents of your mind, and you have to really genuinely, like, not just on paper, not just, oh, like you watch a video and you become inspired and you know this, like, in your mind. You have to really know in your being that you are the conscious creator of your reality. You are creating your reality 24/7. So the first thing that I suggest that you do, if you haven't already, if you've never done this before, you've just been watching videos and you've just you've just like taken that other people have said that you create your reality, but you haven't really gone and like experimented with it yourself. Take a week. A week is like the bare minimum, I would say. What you need to do is you need to take a week out of your life where you are going to become aware of your mind. And by this, I mean that you're not trying to manifest anything. You're not doing affirmations. You're not listening to like subliminals or whatever it is that you do, that you know that you do. If you have a manifestation routine, even if you're watching videos and stuff, stop doing all of that for a week. Stop doing anything that is related to manifesting, controlling your mental diet, controlling your mind, doing your affirmations, all that kind of stuff. Stop doing that completely for a week and become fully aware of your mind as it is. Now, when I say that, that means that you don't try to change anything. The whole purpose of this is that by you becoming aware of your mind, by you consciously deciding to become aware of your mind and seeing what you do in your mind, like what thoughts do you have, what feelings do you have, what do you expect, when you know a certain situation happens, how do you start thinking and feeling about it, like how do you go about your everyday, what are like the kind of thoughts and the feelings that you have on autopilot. From doing that, the point of it is for you to be able to see the correlation of whatever is going on in your mind, whatever your state is, whatever you are generating, whatever you are feeling, etc., is then reflected on the outside. Notice in every area of your life how you truly, honestly, and be honest with yourself. Like, don't change anything. Don't be afraid to look at yourself and be afraid to realize what your true thoughts and feelings are about that particular thing, even if it is something that is bad. Like, you need to do this for yourself, because you need to understand for yourself, without me even saying it to you. You need to understand for yourself that what you are doing in your mind is generating and sustaining that particular reality that you are experiencing, whether it be to do with money, relationships, just life in general, people, whatever you are experiencing in your life currently. You need to see for yourself that the source is your mind. Now, once you have done this and you've seen what you've created, 9 times out of 10, majority of us are on like an autopilot. We're in a state of when things are just not good, like things are going bad, not feeling good enough, kind of just like things are just not how we want them to necessarily be. And you will see on your own that that is all created in your mind first, and then you are experiencing. You will notice for yourself, and you'll be able to see the correlation. I would suggest as well, note it down, like get a book and maybe note down like daily, what are you thinking, what are you feeling, what state, how are you feeling when you're spending money, how are you feeling when you see that friend, how are you feeling when you think about that person, how are you feeling when you think about your business, your work, your goals, your whatever it is that you want. How are you, whenever you do think about that thing, how are you feeling about it? Like, what is your true, honest feelings about that particular thing? And you'll be able to see why your reality is the way that it is, and you will understand that it is you, there's nothing outside of you, that you are the source of that. And this leads me on to my next thing, that when you get to understand that, and you understand that whatever you experience outside of you, that your source is always the mind, it would make no sense for you to do anything other than consciously become aware of your mind and switch your thoughts, and to change your thoughts, and to think good things about yourself, to think about the things that you want, to think from a place of you having those things that you want, because you understand that the only way that you're going to get it on the outside is by starting there on the inside. So to be a conscious manifestor, to live consciously, is living with purpose and intent. Once you understand that you do consciously create your reality just from becoming aware of your mind, you now can become aware of your mind even just in daily life in general. Like we all go through phases, right? There's not one person on this earth, and it shouldn't ever be that way, that 24/7, 365 days of the year, that you are happy, everything is great, everything is going well, whatever. No, like life is not meant to be like that. And I don't preach that. I'm not for the whole like toxic positivity stuff. Like, it's not meant to be that way. There's meant to be the ups and the downs, and that's okay. What the problem is when you feed into the downs and you just continue to generate it and create it, because obviously you understand that you are the creator. But there is no problem with having particular ups and downs. Now, you'll notice that sometimes when you're not feeling 100%, you're not feeling good, like, you know, you feel a bit sad, or you feel a type of way about a particular thing. When you are not aware of your mind, I don't know, this might sound a bit weird, but if in those moments you suddenly become aware of your mind, you will notice that you're just on autopilot. You're just thinking all these like negative thoughts, all these bad things. You're having these like horrible feelings. Your mind is not being directed in a way that is desirable for you. You're in that undesirable state because you're not being disciplined with your mind. You're not being aware of your mind, and you're not directing your mind with purpose and intent. When you allow your mind to just run free and run wild and all that kind of stuff, that's when all the undesirable stuff comes up. You start feeling bad, all of that. But when you have purpose and intent, and you now become aware in that moment, you now become aware, oh, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing internally? What am I actually feeling? And you realize and you understand that you get to decide what you want to think and feel moving forward, and you can now direct your mind into what you want. That is how you become more aware, and you live more consciously, you live with purpose, and you live with intent, and you're able to create the things that you consciously want. The more that you become self-aware, that you become more conscious of your mind, the more control you will have over your mind, and the more you will be able to consciously create. Because like I said, it's a muscle, it takes discipline, it's a practice, it's something that you have to do daily. But the more that you do it, the more aware that you are, the more self-aware that you are, the more thoughts that you have that come from self-awareness, the more you will live with purpose, the more you will live with intent, the easier it will be for you to consciously create. So yeah, the big message of this video is to become more aware. Become aware of your mind. Your mind is the source, so take your time to become aware of what you are doing in your mind. Stop yourself in those moments when you realize you're reacting badly, you're spiraling, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, 110%, start off by focusing on becoming aware of what your natural thoughts are, being honest with yourself and seeing for yourself the correlation between what you are doing in your mind and what you are experiencing on the outside. Yeah, I hope this video has helped you guys, and I will see you in the next one.